How's it going, friends? Today I bring you this Samsung brand dryer, which we are going to perform maintenance on, but this dryer is a little different in terms of disassembly. It has two hooks right here, and we should insert a spatula or something very thin to open the hooks, but I don't want to damage it there because it could get scratched. So I'm going to tell you my way of disassembling it, which is by removing these two screws at the back, which serve as a kind of hinge. But why do I do it? So that it ends up like this. So I just lift it a little and bring it forward towards where those hooks are fastened. So once we push, you can feel when they detach from the front part. And I'm going to show you which hooks I'm referring to. We open here for a moment, and here are these two black ones. They are quite tight, which is why I do it this way, but you can do it the other way. So we put this back where it was with the screw, with the two screws secured, so that it stays like this, like a hinge. What we're going to do here is disconnect the light plug, and then there are some screws on the front and on the top. On the front we have three, two at the bottom, and one at the top, forming a kind of triangle. Once that's done, we see here that we have already removed them, and now we are going to remove three from the top. This would be at both ends, one in the middle and the other at the other end. Now we can open it and disconnect, obviously, the cable that goes to the door switch, which is this one we have here. So once that's done, we just apply pressure upwards so it can come out from the bottom guides it has. And now we will continue with disassembling the frame part, this gray frame, where the dryer slides. It has 4 screws, and we are also going to remove these that we have at the bottom to take out the air duct. So we remove that filter, and we will also take out that duct once the 3 screws are removed. Now we are going to remove this part, but first we will disconnect the humidity sensor cable. Now we just lift it a little, after having removed the 4 screws that correspond to this piece. We just lift it a little, and once it comes out of there, we pull it towards us. But first, let's disconnect and remove all the cables that are tied up, like in this part. Here I missed a bit, and that's why I almost pulled the cables with me. So now that has been removed. Now we are going to see inside what it has, and we will have to remove the belt. This belt is usually removed by inserting both hands, making it a bit easier to take off. Here I am doing it with one hand and removing the belt from the motor shaft with a finger. Why? Because otherwise I can't record. So remember that it first goes through the motor shaft and the tensioner just tightens it. So now let's see what awaits us here, and we have a lot of hair, not so much dirt from what would be cotton or lint, but in this case we have a lot of hair. Why? Because the person has 2 little pets. So we are going to vacuum all of this, and it will be completely clean this way. The wheels, everything. This is already hardened by the heat of the dryer, and we are going to grease all the little wheels. In the front part, where the frame is, where the drum rotates, we are also going to clean all of this. These plastics have their respective screws. If you want, you can disassemble and clean them. And we also grease the little wheel on the other side again, which would be this one. There would be 4 wheels that need to be greased, a tensioner, and it would be ready. So we put the drum back in its place again. We place the frame where the drum slides, which is this one we have here. Remember to put in the 4 screws. Here we already have the belt well adjusted, and we are going to emphasize those 4 screws because they are often missing. We forget them. And then we put those 4 back here. I don't have them in place, I'm just showing you, and we place the air duct where it belongs. Here we are finishing assembling. We just need to put all the cables where they go, all the connectors, and tie them as required. And we are going to put back the 3 top screws that replace the 3 front screws, each set of 3. So, once that's ready, we're going to test the machine. We're going to turn it on. and run the default normal cycle. And here I still have it open so you can see that it's working. And well friends, we just need to press the 2 clicks and that would be all for this video. Until next time.